Welcome back to my NHL 08 Dynasty mode with the Carolina Hurricanes. We are up here in the 2012 offseason. We're probably going to skip through the draft. Nothing really ever happened. I never really draft good players. It's really difficult to draft in this game. You kind of just got to get lucky. So we're going to skip through that really quick. We're going to get through the re-signing phase, see what happens. I'm going to try to get through this offseason pretty quickly. That never actually happens because we always have salary cap issues, but we'll just see what happens, and we're going to get it up to the start of the next season, at least the start of the 2012-2013 season, and we'll see what the Carolina Hurricanes look like for next season. But right before we do that, let's take a quick look at the awards. We've yet to look at the awards for the last season. The Chicago Blackhawks win the Stanley Cup. The Atlanta Thrashers won the President's Trophy. We eliminated them from the playoffs. Clarence S. Campbell, Prince of Wales. Art Ross goes to Sidney Crosby. Hart Memorial goes to Marian Hossa. James Norris goes to Dmitry Alexeyev. All right. Ilya Kovalchuk, Lady Bing for the third time in 4 years. Calder Memorial. Justin Peters, our goalie that we cut at the end at some point. Remember, Cam Ward went down with a bad injury, and Justin Peters got thrown in at the end of that season and went 1-11, and we didn't make the playoffs. Now he wins the Calder Memorial Trophy. Only goalies win this trophy. Corey Crawford wins the Conn Smythe, the MVP of the playoffs. The Vezina goes to Cam Ward again. There we go, baby. The William M. Jennings goes to Roberto Luongo. Mika Kiprasov is retired now, so he's not going to be able to win it anymore. Bill Masterton goes to Thomas Vanek. The Selke goes to Keith Dixon. Okay. Lester B. Pearson, Marianne Gaborik. Maurice Richard, Sidney Crosby. I mean, we got to draft Tom Gleason, right? We got to get Tom Gleason. We got to get Tom Gleason. So Matt Lassoff has been re-signed. Tim Gleason has been re-signed. We still got to sign Eric Stahl, Andrew Ladd. Probably not going to be able to sign Dave Bolland. The guy jumped up 5 overall points to 86 overall and now wants $5.5 million. So probably not going to be able to sign him. And Eric Stahl has been locked back up for 4 years, just around $8 million. This guy was a priority for us to sign this offseason. There's some guys we might not be able to sign now because our cap space is looking pretty tough. So this is where we are at currently with our salary cap. If we try to offer Andrew Ladd a contract, well, here we're faced with this same sort of situation where we have $3 million available cap, but for some reason I can't even offer him more than $1.4 million. I don't understand how that works as is. But even if we were able to offer him the full $3 million, we're not going to be able to sign him. So it looks like Andrew Ladd is going to test free agency. Dave Bolland is going to test free agency. Chad LaRose, James Wisniewski, Brett Carson. Maybe I can try to sign Joseph Vasicek. Tom Gleason. Tom Gleason has a 95 potential. Holy. So Joseph Vasicek keeps rejecting my offers because he's not happy with the amount of minutes he played. So good luck, dude. Go to free agency. See if you can get on a team that'll give you more minutes than I will. I was thinking about trading Justin Williams in order to be able to sign Andrew Ladd, but the trade players option isn't open yet. So I can't even trade Justin Williams' contract off the team in order to sign Andrew Ladd. I would rather have Andrew Ladd over Justin Williams, especially since Justin Williams' production is not as much as I want it to be. We're going to either have to make that happen in free agency or Andrew Ladd leaves the team like he did in real life. But let's also see how many of these guys the computer signs to contracts themselves. Because last season, I didn't sign Vasicek or Wisniewski, and then the computer signed them to like contracts that were $500,000. So maybe I can get lucky with some of that voodoo again. Look, the computer fucking did it. It signed Andrew Ladd for how much? $2 million. Oh my goodness! They re-signed Andrew Ladd for 1 year at $2 million. He wanted 6.5. This is what I'm talking about. The computer will just make decisions for you. The assistant GM is just making these calls. Listen, I love that contract, but I had also made peace with him that he was going to leave. Now I got to figure out how to get Tuomo Ruutu up on the NHL team. You see what I'm saying? This is really frustrating. I don't understand why it just automatically does this shit for you. I looked at all the settings before I started this Dynasty mode. There was nothing about automatically re-signing free agents. I can't turn it off. I don't know why this keeps happening. It also signed Dave Bolland, 1 year at $1.475. I mean, that's a great contract, but like I said, I had made peace with him not being on the team. I got to find almost $4 million in cap space just to get Tuomo Ruutu up on the team now. It re-signed Wisniewski. It re-signed LaRose. Wisniewski's at $500,000. LaRose is only $1 million, but still, dude, that's not who I wanted on my team. I didn't want Vasicek on the team. And this is what takes up all my time, trying to figure out how to manage what the computer has done to me with the salary cap. All right, so we got James Wisniewski, Justin Williams, and Chad LaRose. We're going to trade Justin Williams over Andrew Ladd because that's how we're going to find our cap space. The computer signed Andrew Ladd to a $2 million contract, which is really team-friendly. In order to get Tuomo Ruutu on the team, we need to find almost $4 million in cap space. Justin Williams is going to provide that for us. We didn't even want to sign James Wisniewski and Chad LaRose. We got young guys in the system that are coming up to fill their spots. We're getting rid of Justin Williams over Andrew Ladd. We're making that decision now. I would prefer to have Andrew Ladd over Justin Williams. He's a little bit younger. They do about the same production, and I've been a little bit disappointed with Justin Williams' point productions. So Justin Williams is in the trade with Chad LaRose and James Wisniewski for this guy, Leo Arkatov. He's 71 overall, 19 years old, 99 potential sniper. We're going to have to grow him. And then a roster spot player just so the trade will go through. Will it go through? And it does. All right, so those guys have been shipped out. The assistant GM making decisions for me with re-signing people. Well, I still have the ultimate say in the end. So, yes, we lost a very good player in Justin Williams, but now we get to call up Tuomo Ruutu from the AHL. Boom. He's on the NHL team now. I also want to call up Peltola. I want to call up this Morita guy. He's going to make the squad this year. So we actually have a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of money to use for free agency. We're not going to be able to sign Jason Spezza, 98 overall, 28 years old Jason Spezza, by the way. 98 overall. What does his numbers look like? Over 100 points almost every season. Yeah, that guy's good. Phil Kessel, 24 years old, 92 overall. Wants almost $8 million. We can't do it. What's his points look like? Solid. But if we go over here to affordable, what's the best player we got that's affordable? 81 overall. Yuri Hoodler. There's Grabowski again. I don't think we need any roster players. I think our roster players are pretty much sorted out. We want to give time to these young guys. So what we're going to do is go to potential. And look at potential, and look at that. 99, 99, 99, 99, 99, 99, 99, 99. This is cheese. This is cheese. Look at all these players with over 90 potential. An 18-year-old defenseman right here, 91 potential. 19-year-old left wing, 93 potential. What about the 99s? Right here, an 18-year-old Theodore Bure, 68 overall, 99 potential. Should we sign this guy? I'm gonna go, yeah. So here's a year where we actually get to sign some free agents. We sign a 20-year-old, 66 overall center, Tim Payer, 99 potential. Jared Bates, a 20-year-old, 71 overall defenseman with a 93 potential, has accepted our offer. We're also bringing in Rob Bootland, 21-year-old, 70 overall, right wing, 98 potential. An 18-year-old defenseman, 68 overall, 99 potential, Theodore Bure. An 18-year-old, another 18-year-old defenseman, 67 overall, 91 potential. And it looks like we have signed our roster to its full capacity, which is good. So up here at the start of the next season, and here you go. Once again, I kind of mentioned this in one of the previous videos. I remember back in these old games that there would be big salary cap issues with teams not being able to sign players. Jason Spezza is not on a team and looks like he's not going to be playing this upcoming season. A 98 overall, 29-year-old Jason Spezza is not signed on a team. I'm glad that they ended up fixing this in future games where there's not going to be any players like this just sitting in free agency with their careers wasting away, So even Joni Pikkanen, I mean, at this point, this will be his second season in a row without playing hockey, and he wants the most money. He wants more money than Jason Spezza. That's just ridiculous. Like, I get it, you're a defenseman, but come on, man. You're 86. He's 98. Why do you want $8.5 million when you can't even get a team to pay you anything? You're just not playing hockey. You're not making any money. It's just sad, man. Phil Kessel, not going to be on a team. Dustin Brown, Henrik Sedin, just not going to be on a team. Jukka Peltola actually has decent face-offs, 72 face-offs, so he'll be down here in the center taking Vasicek's spot. Fideuk is going to start this year, the right wing, 74 overall, 24 years old, 97 potential. We need him to grow now if he's going to grow. His defensive awareness is 79, which is fine. Peltola's defensive awareness is 75, but we kind of get to a soft spot right here with Kelly Morita. His defensive awareness is 59. It's not even in the 60s. And I was looking at his numbers trying to find where is he getting a 77 overall. His shot on the left side is fine. Passing 68, deking 71. His puck control is really good. Is that inflating it? His skating is mediocre. It's okay. His spirit? I didn't even know that. I didn't even realize that said spirit. But his poise is pretty good. His discipline sucks. Toughness sucks. Defensive awareness 59. Like, how is this guy even a 77 overall? I don't think that he's going to be on our NHL team with a defensive awareness of 59. That's just too much of a liability. We know how the fourth line gets scored on anyway. And if you have somebody with a defensive awareness of 59 on there, they're going to be negative 60 for this whole season. So we got to make some changes there. So Morita is getting sent down. And he got claimed. He was claimed by another team. So Kelly Morita is not even on our team anymore. I would be upset about that because he has a high potential and he's a decent overall. But his defensive awareness is so bad that that's probably just better for him to be gone. So now, down in the AHL, we have to pull up somebody with decent defensive awareness. Bob Bollerice, 71. It's way better than 59, but 71 is not where I want it to be. Sean Morrow, 71, not where I want it to be. Simon Horkoff, 78. His offensive awareness is 84. His defensive awareness is 78. Potential 99, 21 years old. He's 74 overall. This guy's still young enough to where if we put him in the NHL now, he might be able to get into the 90s. So we're going to put Simon Horkoff. We're calling him up. We're calling him up, and he's going to start. He is going to start. Horkoff, throw him in. Throw him in. Put him on the right wing. What's Fedeyuk? He's a right wing too. It doesn't matter. So these are actually what the 2012-2013 Carolina Hurricanes look like. Andrew Ladd on the first line with Eric Stahl, Jordan Stahl. Second line, we got Tuomo Ruutu. I moved him out of the center spot because Dave Bolland has higher faceoffs. But Tuomo Ruutu with Dave Bolland and Wade Celios. The third line, David Colleton with Justin Keller and Sergei Erdashev. Fourth line, we've got Simon Horkoff, Yuka Peltola, and Fedeyuk. On defense, Keith Ballard, Matt Lashoff, Zinoviev with Gleason, and Flaherty with Dakiv, and Cam Ward backing us up in net. Our injury players are going to be Brett Carson, a 79 overall defenseman, so he won't be a hindrance if he has to jump in there on defense. The forward injury replacements, Chris Neal. We still have Chris Neal backing us up, and Joseph Vasicek is back to being a substitute for us. So we have pretty good injury depth if anyone goes down. These guys are NHL caliber players. Vancouver claimed Kelly Marita. Keep an eye on them. So we actually have another alternate captain spot to hand out since we traded Justin Williams. Tuomo Ruutu would be a good fit. Wade Celios is the young kid. Could he possibly get it? I think it's going to go to Keith Ballard. I was considering Tim Gleason as well, but I do like having a defenseman as an alternate captain, and Keith Ballard is our best defenseman. He's been here for multiple years at this point. He wanted to sign with us. He's been a part of our successes. He's been a part of our woes, but I think Keith Ballard is going to be a good fit for our third, well, I guess just our second alternate captain. So congratulations, Keith Ballard, on that honor. Here's a look at Hurricanes defensive prospect Dakiv. Scar under his left eye. Has to be. Fedeyuk. Fedeyuk. Scar under his left eye. Has to be. He's got the curved visor, though. That's swaggy. Simon Horkoff. What do you got, bud? Scar under your left eye? Love to see it. Love to see it. Is there a glitch in this game? Alright guys, so you've seen the lines. That's going to be the 2012-2013 Carolina Hurricanes. In the next video, we will get the season simulation done. Will the Hurricanes make the playoffs again, or will it be a shocking turnaround disappointment like it was the last time we made the Eastern Conference Finals? Well, I guess not this past time, but the time before that, the year after, we missed the playoffs. So last season, we make the Eastern Conference Finals. What happens this season? Do we miss the playoffs again? Do we make the playoffs again? Can we stay hot? Can we keep it on a roll? We'll just have to find out in the next episode.